just weathered the storm, and the worst was behind the club. He was even taking the club back into Europe, after just a couple of months after being in a relegation spot. So that's why it came as a total shock to most people. And I was watching the press conference, and while the press conference was still on, I was getting the first messages from fans saying, I already missed the guy. Let me put it this way, to give you an idea of how much they loved Klopp at that point and how much Klopp meant to the club. I would say 90% of all Dortmund's fans would have gladly gone to the second division with Klopp. Yeah, myself included. Until unless you have somebody like Klopp, that's when you realize how important a coach can be to a club. Not just in terms of what the players are doing on the pitch, but he's the face of the club. He is the person who represents your club to the outside world. He talks to the media and everything.
Jürgen Klopp is a benchmark for Borussia Dortmund for, I think, minimum the next 10, 20, 30 years.
Every coach who comes in at Dortmund is now immediately, it's probably the first thing you hear is, well, he's not like Klopp, so they're all being compared to Klopp, which is very, very difficult for a coach.
That is the problem of the Jürgen Klopp story, that afterwards, there's no one like him.
Also auf einer Stufe mit Ottmar Hitzfeld. Also Hitzfeld hat ja damals mit Dortmund die Champions League gewonnen, wurde auch zweimal deutscher Meister und ich denke, die beiden stehen auf einer Stufe. Vielleicht ist die Leistung bei Klopp noch einen kleinen Tick größer, auch wenn man es kaum vergleichen kann, weil er den Verein noch aus einem tiefen Loch herausgeholt hat. Und aus diesem Loch bis zur Meisterschaft, bis zum Champions League Finale, bis zum Pokalsieg zu führen.
Well, he's certainly the most popular coach we've ever had. And we've had quite a few popular coaches. When you ask a normal Dortmund fan, he would probably say that Klopp was the most successful coach we ever had, which is technically not correct because he didn't win the Champions League, but it feels like that, In a way, it feels as if we're supporting a club that has, if not invented, then at least reinvented by Klopp.
One of my favourite moments, like following Liverpool, especially with Klopp, was the semi-final in the season just gone. I remember walking into the ground, I was in the upper tier that day, so going up all the stairs and stuff, and coming down them, and that song, and his song just belting out, and it was new, and it was everyone in unison. That day was like the moment where you were like, under him, anything is possible. Like, it is April, it's Easter weekend, and we're talking about winning 4 trophies, and the team that we're chasing in one of them, and as an obstacle in this one, we're just blown away. And I felt like we're just blown away in this. We can do whatever here. That day was the day where I thought, like, how lucky are we to have him? And like, no matter what happens, players come and go, but as long as we've got him, things will be all right, and we'll stay at this top table, and we'll stay competing for all the trophies.
We had to make the decision early whether we had a parade or not before we knew what was going to happen with the league and the Champions League, and like a few of us said, I think we should regardless. We didn't get to celebrate the league title with the fans, and it'd be important to do that and thank them for the travelling all around Europe, all 4 tournaments, the amount of money they've spent, and the manager was on board with that. He agreed fully. Having lost a league title in that manner and then a Champions League final, you can obviously feel how we felt, and the fans felt exactly the same. But then to decide to do it, and what we saw the day after losing a Champions League final was absolutely mind-blowing, really. And I think Hendo said it was one of the best days of his life, the day after losing a European Cup final.
when I sit with my dad and his mates, the way they talk about Shankly, it's like they're all 10 again. And they're all talking like they're all excited little kids. And I feel like I'll be like that talking about Klopp in years and years to come. Even when he signed the contract, you're still thinking, oh, when he gets to the end, I hope he signs another 2 or 3 years after that.
What other teams are going to build, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, you just don't want the ride to ever end, do you? Because it's just been the best.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.